Hey everyone, thanks for jumping on. I had a couple of glitches there in the webinar tool, so I apologize for the late start here. Thanks for jumping on time though. I'm going to give it just about a minute and a half or so more just to let everyone trickle in, and then we'll kick this off. So I'll be right back and we'll get started. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and get this started. Thanks again for jumping on. My name is Kevin Townsend. I'm a managing consultant here at Bamboo Solutions. And we're going to do something a little different today. We typically do these webinars focusing on a product that we sell and develop and deliver. And today we're going to kind of talk about just a grouping of our products that we don't really talk a lot about. And there is some interest, obviously, out in the market for packaging solutions and selling them as a suite, if you will. So we call them suites. And so anyways, today I wanted to bring some light to the suites that we offer, some of the price points for those, and then the functionality that comes in those. So it might not take us a full half hour to get through this, but I just figured we would dive into this and get it out there on the web so that people can come and reference this whenever they have questions about the types of packages and suites that we offer. So one thing I don't, you may or may not know about Bamboo. If you don't know who we are a Microsoft Gold partner. We have something like 8,000 plus customers served worldwide. We are everywhere that you find SharePoint, it seems. There was a lot of focus on extending SharePoint in on-premises world, and now that we're more into this cloud-ready, the SharePoint Online, Office 365 space, there's an even more or greater opportunity now for extending SharePoint and doing things that it would typically require a developer or some sort of consultant of some sort, right? And so anyways, at Bamboo, what people don't know about us a lot of the time is that we do have a services division. So we are a products and services company on that Microsoft, SharePoint, and Office 365 ecosystem. We do anything pretty much Microsoft, but our services team is very capable of handling those things that you may need help with in your SharePoint farm, whether that's developing or architecting or configuring or administrating, you name it. We've got teams that can help you with those things. And so we've got programs for offering services to organizations on demand. So, maybe you can't afford or don't have the need for a full-time SharePoint Pro in some way, well, we can fill that gap for you. And so that's something that a lot of people don't know about Bamboo is we've got that very strong services team. As far as our products go, we've been developing products for a couple of decades almost now, and our products range anywhere from being cloud-based web parts that work and install on SharePoint Online, as well as SharePoint on-premises because they're JavaScript-based solutions, or they're on-premises solutions only. And so what we'll be looking at today in our Bamboo suites are solutions that are geared towards SharePoint on-premises. So that's SharePoint 2013, 2016, and 2019. None of these solutions currently will work in the SharePoint Online space. If you're looking for more information about us or you need any specific details or information about us, please do reach out. You can hit us up on the website. There's a great About Us link at the bottom of our homepage. and that'll give you a little more information. But if you have specific questions about us and how maybe we can interact with you business to business, please let us know at sales@bamboosolutions.com, and we'll gladly get that information to you. So obviously, as a product company, we develop continuously against all of our products. We are working very hard on converting at this time all of our on-premises solutions to being cloud ready and cloud installable solutions. What that really means is we're converting all of this old .NET C# code that used to run server side to JavaScript based solutions that work anywhere. So we're heavy underway doing that. This year is going to be a very big push to get all those products converted over. At the moment, we've got something like 14 products for our cloud part offering. And we are continually updating those. So we do many release cycles per year to support those that continuous improvement. One of the things we're very proud of is that we drive our development backlog by feedback that we get from customers. So as you interact with our products and you have interest in maybe suggesting extensions or ways to improve the product, we love taking that feedback, and we can incorporate that into our development backlog very expediently. So we're very proud of that, and we have commonly done that and are actually doing that now in this current sprint of development. We do have a large goal there to have all of these things over into Cloud Parts, like I said, and to provide a full suite of solutions that can solve those needs that you may have on your business side. So what's in our Bamboo suites? Which ones are our Bamboo suites? So we have 6 total suites currently. Again, these are for SharePoint on-premises, SharePoint 2013, 2016, and 2019. We have these 6 suites. We have Essentials Suite. We have the Essentials Plus suite, the Bamboo Premier, which is our largest, incorporates pretty much everything that we've developed. You've got Project Management Suite, Knowledge Management Suite, and the External User Manager. We're going to go into detail about what each one of those is, but those are the 6 that we'll currently be offering and be talking about today. So this next slide, kind of difficult to represent all of this data, but this is a quick look at the comparison across those suites. I will make this slide deck available in the follow-up email to this webinar. So if you're looking to maybe dig into that a little bit deeper, you should have that in your inbox here probably about an hour after the webinar. So there are 6 suites going vertically across the screen there. And then vertically down the first column, you've got all the web parts. And so there's this quick matrix drawn together here to highlight the web parts that come in each suite package. So External User Manager, obviously geared towards the password change and reset and expiration tools, maybe the user account setup, site creation, etc. And then Knowledge Management, really kind of getting down into so Knowledge Management and Project Management we'll go into in detail here, but really what the suites offer is the ability for you to use the web parts that make up those solutions all over your environment, so that you're not limited to just using those tools within that project management site or that knowledge management site. The suite opens that up to work everywhere. Then we have our Essentials Suite, which is just some essential web parts that we offer to get through things. The Essentials Plus is pretty much all of our web parts, and then Bamboo provides all of the web parts plus all the applications. And so we have, like I said before, we have 3 sort of groups of products, cloud parts. You're going to find this color coding across all of our sites and documentation and all that. They're blue colored, our cloud parts are, and those work in SharePoint Online and SharePoint on-premises. This green here that you see on the screen, that'll follow you across our experience as well, and that signifies web parts that work in SharePoint on-premises only. And then the orange ones are SharePoint apps. And SharePoint apps are really sort of this use case around solving a particular thing and packaging a bunch of our web parts together to make that use case template, such as knowledge management or project management, or et cetera, et cetera. So nice little matrix there to get through that. Our Bamboo suites. So again, calling out the 6 of them here, I just kind of wanted to summarize the point of them though here. And that was, for External User Manager, the point really is that administrative and in-user feature to enable collaboration with your external users. So it's really a whole suite around products that help you organize, coordinate, administrate, and configure external user access and things like that to the SharePoint farm. Knowledge management, kind of self-explanatory there. Project management, the same. Just know that those 2 suites are very much geared towards allowing you to use those web parts that come in those suites everywhere else in your farm and not just in the project management site or the knowledge management site. The Essentials suite, again, satisfying quick productivity needs, and the Essentials Plus really giving you access to all of our web parts to use in your farm. Bamboo Premier just being everything that we have, apps and web parts. All right, so External User Management Suite, the 5 products, we're just going to go through them real quick, one by one, and we'll talk about the products that are in there. Again, just trying to help you organize and administrate that external user base that you have that may be connecting to your extranet, et cetera. This solution package was originally geared towards solving those extranet problems or solutions and requirements so that you could have users self-serve password reset kind of things. You could have prescribed site templates using our Site Creation Plus web part so that your external users could only build sites of a certain type that you get to prescribe. User account setup would allow someone to actually visit a web page in your SharePoint farm, maybe in that extranet, and provision a user account for another person. And then password change, expiration, and reset, all very handy tools for managing passwords when you have those extranet users. So our knowledge management suite, here are the web parts that come in that. So for knowledge management, KBSA, our knowledge-based solution accelerator, is the primary package there. All of these other web parts support and create the experience of that knowledge-based tool. So you get the Alerts Plus tool, you get the Charts Plus, cross-site display, data viewer, file share library, list rollup, list search, navigators, user account setup, and wiki publisher. So those things are all used within the knowledge base solution. But when you buy the suite for knowledge base, you now can use those anywhere in your farm. So you could set up Alerts Plus and other site collections and web applications, et cetera, et cetera. Same for the other products there. And the same for project management. So project management has a little extra in it. It's got some other pieces and web parts that support the project management solution that we have. The suite here comes with 2 apps, though. Obviously, the Project Management Central app, which is the base for this solution, the suite. But you also get the time tracking and management application, which extends project management's capabilities in resource management and time tracking and keeping and things like that. The other web parts here are very similar to knowledge base, but like I said before, a little extra in there. So you do get that Alerts Administrator solution. You get the Alert Plus. You get Calendar Plus, Chart Plus, column level security. I did a webinar on column level security probably about 4 months ago. So really handy tool if you are working with sensitive data and you want to be able to lock that field or that column level of information down to a specific security group or something like that. You can do that. It also encrypts it in the database. Then we have cross-site display, custom identifier column, which is an easy way to create those custom IDs that may need to be concatenations of various fields of data. You got your data viewer, which is our extremely powerful tool for really allowing users to group, sort, filter, and really navigate the data from a particular list view. You got file share library, which is a good tool for syncing file shares into SharePoint and being able to navigate that in either direction. KPI column, list rollup, which is an amazing tool for, if you're not familiar with list rollup, it allows you to grab data from multiple lists across site collections and compile that all down into one view so that users can go to one place and see list data from various places across your web application. Then we got list search, navigators, and team calendar in this particular solution. So again, project management suite geared towards those that are needing a project management solution. And then also having that capability to use these tools outside of the project management site and use them across your entire farm. You know, one thing I didn't mention here, if you didn't already realize, there is a chat and question capability here in the GoToWebinar. So if you do have any messages or questions that you'd like to share, please do use that tool. If you're not comfortable doing that here, then go ahead and just email me at sales@bamboosolutions.com and I'll be able to get you an answer very quickly. All right, so our 4th solution here, or suite, is the Essentials suite. And this is a lightweight package, lower cost of entry, gets you the gist of the productivity tools that we can provide you in your SharePoint environment so that you can enable your teams and your departments and your groups there in SharePoint to use this stuff, this extensibility to be more productive. So again, kind of like the other 2 that you just saw from knowledge management and project management, we've got the real good productivity extensions here, which are Alert Plus, Calendar Plus, Chart Plus. We got column level security, like I said, in the project management solution. We got custom identifier column, file share, KPI, list bulk, import. List bulk import is a good tool for being able to bring data into SharePoint from maybe some other tabular type of data. You got list rollup, list search, navigators, password stuff, and the team calendar. Now, the first three there are probably some of the biggest selling products at Bamboo, and so sometimes it makes sense just to go ahead and grab that other extensibility of those other web parts here in this particular suite with those three, so that you can just kind of get a full, really productive tool set there for your organization for a very big discount. And these suites, I will say, these are very large discounts that incorporate into these suite pricings, as opposed to buying each individual web part a la carte. All right, so Essentials Plus. Essentials Plus is all of our web parts in a suite package, heavily discounted. So, I won't read through them, but you can see there that, the majority of all of what we've already mentioned is already in this package. It does give you some, let's see here, the added one or two that come in this package would be KPI column, list bulk export, as well as, what do we got? Poll web part. And the user account setup is in this one as well. So this is all of our web parts. This will help your organization really kind of leverage this extensibility and this productivity type of tooling to really be efficient at work and in SharePoint, and to just do things without having to custom develop a lot of functionality. And then we got the big suite here, the Bamboo Premier. And so this is everything that Bamboo provides. This is all of the web parts, as well as all of the applications that we have of various capabilities. And so you can see there's a full list. This incorporates all the apps, like I said, which include PMC, Project Management Central, Discussion Board Plus, the knowledge base solution, the time tracking solution, and the workflow conductor. So if you're not familiar, we do have a drag and drop workflow builder for SharePoint 2013, 16, and 19. It is sort of a sweet spot, if you will, not nearly as expensive as Nintex or any of the other options that you have out there, but obviously those tools are in demand, and we have an offering to compete with that. So Workflow Conductor can provide that functionality. This one also comes with Visual Indicator Column, which is just recently unretired, as well as the, where's it at? The Filter Collection web part was recently unretired. So due to market feedback and interest, we have decided to bring back some of those retired products that we were no longer supporting. Yep. So pricing code of conduct. So we don't do any user-based pricing. None of our suites are priced per user. We do offer a whole lot of different payment options. Almost always end up going through that invoice process and that purchase order process. So we can accommodate pretty much any means for you to purchase these solutions. We do offer the try before you buy. We'll get to that next slide so that you can look at the trials and test out these products without having to go through the installation in your environment, because we know how sometimes complicated that process can be, depending on how large your organization is. Insured customers have control over that licensing and renewal. So we have a brand new shop we just stood up. Allows you to have your own account there, to manage your downloads, your licensing, to get all the renewal processes kind of automated, if you will. So you can always access that information there. And then we have like I said, our new shop. So what I wanted to do real quick was just kind of show you the shop and step through pricing in our shop, so that you can always, or you can at least familiarize yourself with how to view pricing for our products. So I'm just opening that up in another window here. So here's a look at our store. This is the brand new store we just stood up. This has categories here broken down across the top, so you can navigate this by cloud parts, which again, like I said, we're color coded to match what we kind of have looked at already here. Cloud parts are always blue, web parts are always green, and then you have the apps that are orange, and then suites are obviously a combination of all that. So if we went to go look into the suites category, we could view all of the things we've talked about today on the webinar. We have our Bamboo Premier package, obviously covers all of the solutions that we offer, whether they're web parts or applications. And then you have your Essentials Plus suite, which is the next level down, right? So this has all of the web parts in our offering, not the applications though. And then you have the Essentials suite, kind of going in reverse order here. Then you have Knowledge Management suite, and you have the Project Management suite. The External User Manager here for $4,783. So if we click on one of these products, we can look at the pricing here. And so we can look at the versions offered. So we have our production licensing, and then we also have our non-production licensing. So I guess I probably need to describe exactly how licensing works. So I can't remember which version, but in recent time, Microsoft has kind of gone the route of this min-roll farm build out and things like that, which has kind of changed how we can price or license our service. So it previously used to say we license each WFE or web front end server in your farm. And so you'd have to know that this particular server serves the role of serving traffic to users. So that's how we would license it. Any server that served traffic to users, we need a license because our product's actually deployed to that server. Well, now it's gotten a little bit more complicated. And so now we are looking to license any server that is running the, what is it called? The SharePoint Foundation Web Application Service. And what we found is that service can actually run now on application servers and may, in fact, have been in the past. But various server roles now could be running that service. And if that service is running on a server, it requires a license. Now, licensing for production environments is the price as stated. Non-production licensing is 50% of that cost. And then second year on, to maintain an active, supported, and maintained state with us so that you can get bug fixes, feature enhancements, be able to submit support tickets to us, et cetera, then you would just pay each additional year after that, you'll just pay 22% of that cost to stay actively supported. And that's per server running that service. So hopefully that's clear and makes some sense. If not, there is a blog post on our website that we recently put out. Let me load that up. That does discuss pricing and how that process works at Bamboo. I do know that pricing can get kind of complicated, but you can certainly come here, which it might have been a minute since we posted that one, huh? Here we go, licensing explained. So there's a licensing explained post here that tells you how to identify which servers have that service running, and then how pricing works for our licensing. So let's go back to the slide deck here. I don't see any questions yet, so that's good. Hopefully it wasn't too complicated to describe that licensing model. So for the trials, so we have on our website in the top right corner of every page is that orange Contact Us link. And that link will send you to a form that you then will have two options. You'll be able to set up a 30-minute call with us, or you can just go ahead and get your self-hosted, or sorry, your hosted trial so that you can test all of our solutions. So submit this form, and if you're looking for a trial of our products in our hosted 2016 environment, then it'll provision an account and send you credentials within probably around 30 seconds or so. So almost instant access to test those out. If you are looking to install these in your environment as a trial, then please do reach out to us. Again, this is a large offering of a lot of our products, and we like to sort of discuss that with you prior to installing all of that in your farm and ensure that we're in a good place to install without any issues prior to giving you those solutions. If you're looking for individual product trials, you can see on the right thumbnail here, there's a Calendar Plus example. On that shop page, there should be a link for those products to be able to get a 30-day trial. And what that'll do is just walk you through the process of getting an account on the shop, and then it'll actually give you the WSPs that you need to install. These are going to be full farm trust solutions, so you will need that administrator level access in order to deploy these in your environment. I do live stream Wednesdays and Fridays. So every Wednesday and Friday, if you're interested in kind of partaking in our community here, I do live stream on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. So I'd love to have you there if you're just interested in talking things about SharePoint, or you have questions and you'd like to interact with me personally. I do that to be available. And so Wednesdays, we usually do like a product walkthrough or just kind of talk through some of the recent news in SharePoint. So I'd love to have you on and just chatting with me about that. And then on Fridays, we release our weekly roundup newsletter. So if you're not on that, please do check that out on our website in the Contact Us area. That newsletter is amazing. It's all the last 7 days worth of SharePoint news across the industry. Compiled into a single newsletter. It's very, very good newsletter. Anyways, I live stream that at noon on Fridays and go over that with you guys, and we can just kind of chat about some of the latest and greatest. And that's pretty much all I've got today. It was a quick one, not a lot to discuss. Just kind of wanted to bring some awareness to the suites and packages that we offer. If you have any questions about those, those are the places where you can get more information there on the screen. Or you can always reach out to us directly at sales@bamboosolutions.com, and that'll either get you to me or Rob, and we'll get you some help and get you whatever you need. So I really appreciate you guys jumping on today. I, again, did not see any questions roll through, but if you have any, again, feel free to contact us at some of that information there at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to hang out for about another minute, so if you do have any questions, please feel free. Go ahead and put those in the chat. Yeah, I'll just hang out for about another minute, and I'll see you guys later. Alrighty, appreciate it. Thank you all. Have a very wonderful Thursday. We almost made it to Friday. Here we go. But yeah, have a great rest of your week. Catch you on the live stream tomorrow at noon if you're interested on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. And thank you again for jumping on. I appreciate your time today.